Well, good Saturday morning to y'all. Howdy y'all, this is RDA N-Scale, an Allen, running on the Hunter Hutch and Pratt Mini subdivision. And we ran the BNSF 5804 1992 for a little bit, and we pulled the auto racks and a few other cars, and we thought, well, we would give 1982 a little bit of a break, and we would keep 5804, our Gevo, out on the layout, and so we thought we would give the NCE Smart Booster. Let's see here. Yeah, she's slightly warm, but I don't think she's hardly breaking a sweat. I think she's doing pretty good, and we'll put her back up here. And we're running that with our NCE Pro Cab. And when I was consisting, excuse me, when I was when I was consisting those two engines together, they worked pretty good together. And I was asking some of the guys, and I appreciate Mr. Dave and Mr. Mike Pfeiffer. I call him Uncle Mike, for posting on my video and saying, hey, that looks pretty good. Those two are running together. Don't change anything. And so I thought maybe we'd have to figure out a way to speed match those two, but they just seem to be doing pretty good. But we thought, well, we'd give them a little bit of a break. And this Gevo by Cotto sounding really good. It's got makes a little bit of a sound as it's going around the curve, but I think that's just because it's, pulling that little bit of a load, and it's also got a little bit of a resistance as it's making its way on the curve, and it could be chattering on the rails a little bit too. It didn't seem to do that when it was paired up with the 1982. But we will we'll let her go around one more time. Finger didn't get over there fast enough to change the turnout, and we certainly don't want to derail anything. So we'll let her make one more pass, and then we will we'll put her on the passing siding. But when I checked my rails, and I don't know how it is now, but when I checked my rails a little bit ago, and I'll check them again here. Right before the engine makes a pass here, you can see me kind of watching down the rail too to make sure that we don't have a collision here. If you can see that right there, that's about all I'm getting off of on the rag. And like I say, I use these glass cleaning rags, and that's all I got off there. Just that little. Now this other stuff that you see on there, that's from previous runs. But when you can do that, if I don't hit anything here, if you can do that, and if you can do that and not hardly get anything on your rag, I'd say that that's pretty good, success. And of course, like I said, or I thought I mentioned it, these old Unitrack rails that I've had on here, I've had in this setup like this for almost 5 years. So we've had a lot of trains on here, We've had a lot of nickel silver against a lot of nickel silver because the wheels on the Nakatos have nickel silver in them, or at least I thought they did, and I'm sure they do. But I've had a lot of engines go down the rails, so I'd say just like a good turkey or a good duck, these rails are pretty well seasoned. And you know, I think the best thing that you can do, excuse my rag being in the way, I think the best thing that you can do for any model railroad is just run the hell out of your engines and stuff. You know, I don't mean run them at fast speeds or anything like that. I mean run them as much as you can, you know, but also give them their brakes and stuff like that. But run them to where you get the contact or whatever, and you get the rail seasoned, just like, you know, your rails are, you know, kind of that way out there on the, you know, on the real deal. And but some of my yard rails and stuff like that, you know, I don't get that you know, where sometimes the engines act like they kind of want to slow down, or they kind of want to. Let's see how the engine does when she goes through this turnout. Looks like she's doing. Whoops, I'm sorry. We'll get her going again through there. But she looks like she's passing through pretty good. Like I say, when you've got this rail and you've got enough stuff rolling on it, I think that helps tremendous. But of course, I also did something that and this was probably probably about 5 months ago, 6 months ago. I was watching a video by Ron Marsh, Ron Strings and Things, and give a shout out to Ron there if he's if he gets to watch, or hopefully gets to watch the video. He did a track cleaning video, and he was mentioning that he used a if we can find it here, there it is. He was using a stainless steel washer, and we'll let the train pass. He used a stainless steel washer after he cleaned the rail to burnish the rail. You know, he took it along and used it. And that's my round stainless steel washer that I've got, and probably pick them up for a couple bucks. I got mine at our local Ace Hardware. And so I just you know, with light finger pressure, especially around the turnouts and stuff like that, with light finger pressure, I just took and just slid the, you know, real easy, slid the flat washer, and then after I'd done that, ran it pretty well all along the tracks and rails, or the rails, and then cleaned it all off. And I think that, you know, really helped the rail. I mean, my rail is, if you look at it, you know, it's pretty darn, got a pretty good shine to it. Sometimes, yes, if it's if you look at it or whatever, and that, it can you know, it's not going to blind you or anything like that. But it and plus the way I've got my LEDs, I got my LEDs like that, where the LEDs are shining to the wall and not down. I don't have, I mean, yes, the light is there, but the light shines to the wall instead of shining down. And those we'll go into another video here just a second, so please follow along. Okay, we're going to add on to the first video. Like I say, please follow along. Please subscribe, like and click the bell for me, please. RDAN Scale and Alan. And that's another thing. Those LED lights that I've got up there, I've had them ever since, you know, I started my layout. And of course, they may not be pleasing or whatever. That you can see that wire going from one to the other, but they've never moved around. They've stayed in place. I can have them like this. I can have them off, or I can have them low like that. And if that's a little bit more pleasing, let me know in the comments, and I can kick her down low. Or like I say, I can kick it off, and then when I'm running old Planter Peanut over there, you can see him. If I've got the lights on, you can't see old Planter Peanut, but you know, and these are just GE lights that I got at Home Depot. I think I paid 25 bucks, maybe 30 bucks for them. Got 3 of them. Got this one, and then there's one over there above my desk. But we will put the I'll put the camera back on the engine here and let the engine show itself a little bit some more. But we just thought we'd run this for a little bit and kind of do a 10-minute and maybe added 5 or maybe 2 10s, and we'll make her into one, and you know, but it's not too bad inside here in the old training room. It's a little cool, but not too bad. Definitely cold outside. Got a little bit of snow out there. On nothing dramatic or nothing that you can go out and jump into or whatever, not make big snowman. But yesterday or the day before, God, it was 65, 70 degrees here where I live here in Hutch. I cannot believe this damn weather. Darn weather. I mean, it was nice. I mean, got up in the morning and it was about, I think, like 38, maybe 40. And by 2 o'clock it was 65 out. So I guess you could call a little bit of Indian summer. And so but I don't know if our winters are going to be kind of light, or if they're going to stay light like this, or whatever. We get just a little touch of snow or whatever, and then after the first of the year, we're going to get socked or whatever with a bunch of snow. I know one year back in 2012. It was a few years ago and a few moons ago. It was mid-April, and it started snowing on a Thursday or on a Friday night, and it snowed all the way till like Sunday, Monday, something like that. And we had over 12 inches of snow on the ground. Nothing was hardly moving. Of course, there were some people that was out driving around in it, but it was, you know, didn't hurt the power lines or anything like that. They might have had some local outages. I mean, just small outages, but it wasn't nothing that, you know, no ice or anything like that. But it was pretty nice snow. And then about 5-6 days later, it jumped in the 80s. And all of that snow it went fast. I mean, really, really fast. and for some people, there was a lot of flooding. So, but that's a pretty good image right there. I tell you what, it's amazing what a Samsung Note 9 can do, and the video quality it can put out there. You have this thing set at 60 or 65 frames per second, and I tell you, it's pretty good. We'll let the train go by again, and we'll see if we can it's like a pretty good focus here, and we'll kind of pan this way and sometimes she don't always lock on real good, but it's not bad though. So I hope you guys are all out there doing pretty good. Hope you was able to run your railroads tonight, and hope you're able to run them, have fun later on today. And like I say, we was tinkering here a little bit with the old, like I say, the Lahana Hutch and Pratt Mini Sub. Well, we might just throw a video on here, and might seem sometimes it gets a little boring watching them go around and around, but it now it can, but it's you know, what I'm glad is having the DCC and in the the operability of being able to what you can do with it. I will be able to do more as time goes along, and and my chair had to make a little bit of a squeak. Let's see how the occasionally I like to check and see how warm that how the NCE box is doing, and she's slightly warm but not bad. So on this next pass, we're going to stop. We're going to call this 20-minute session a good one, and like I say, I hope you guys are having a very good morning out there, and if you like this video, please subscribe, and give us a big like, and ring the bell, and leave us a comment, and and give us a shout. Tell us what you think, and we hope you like it, and you be safe out there. Have a good morning. We will see ya. RDA N scale. Alan, we're out.